so excited that you could join me for another cozy evening, opening up some Pokemon trading cards. Yeah, I am so excited about tonight's video. It finally arrived. As you may have known, the Pokemon Center got a little bit delayed in their shipping for these ETBs, and I was supposed to receive it last week, but unfortunately I did not. But now that it is finally here, we get to open the new Mega Evolutions Phantasmal Flames Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. Awesome. Normally the ETBs would come with 9 packs, but this box comes with 11. We are definitely on the hunt for one of the Mega Charizard EX cards, although the card I'm really hoping for is the adorable Piplup illustration. So hopefully we will come across one of those. I also wanted to take a quick moment to thank all of you so much for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers last week. I cannot believe it, and I am just so happy that you all have been enjoying my videos so much, and can't wait to keep making more for you. I feel like Pokemon has such an amazing community, and I'm just honored to be a small part of that. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, close your eyes if you like. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Get cozy, curl up under a blanket or two, and get ready for some tingles. All ETBs come with a very handy player's guide to get you started on learning about the new set. Let's take a quick peek. You can see the lovely art of the Mega Charizard X on the side here, as well as a nice little index of contents. This new set features some very fun new card combos and new decks, including some spooky ghost Pokemon like Miss Magius, Bramblegust, Mega Gengar. And the best part about these guides is at the end they include this beautiful visual representation of all the cards in the set. And they also include these very handy little checkmark boxes, so you know whether you've gotten every variation of the card. Always love to take a little sneak preview. And secret rares that are in the set. This here is the Piplup card that I'm really hoping to find. He's just so adorable. He's always been one of my favorite Pokemon. So cute. This set also features a special golden Mega Charizard, which someone actually did pull at one of the build and battle events that I was at, which was pretty cool to see. So it is possible to get them, but it is a very rare chance. But maybe we'll get lucky this evening. I also want to point out how much I enjoy the beautiful art on the side of the ETB. This one features the Charizard in a really pretty kind of rainbow olive oil pattern, which works very well with the eerie blue flames behind him. So pretty. First, let's take a quick look at the special promo card that we receive. The Pokemon Center edition of the ETB comes with 2 copies of the special promo card, which in this version is the 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓲. However, one of these cards has a very special Pokemon Center stamp on it right there to signify that it came from the Pokemon Center edition box. Let's take a closer look at this card. That's so pretty. I love this. The 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓲 is seen here, kind of peeking over a metal railway there, overlooking looks like a battle cage back there. So maybe it's some sort of big battle arena. There's lots of people in the crowds and big laser lights going on. Oh, that's so cool. I love the perspective that they did on this. They also include 6 little dividers to help organize your bulk bin cards, which is always very handy. I'm actually very happy that starting with the Mega Evolutions set, they started including 6 of these instead of just 4. The back sides of these features the beautiful olive oil Pokeball on the pretty navy blue background. Also included in the ETB are matching sleeves to go with your Mega Charizard decks. These are always nice to have. They include 65 sleeves for you, which is 5 extra than you need for a regular deck. I love the colors on this, it's so pretty. Also included is this gorgeous coin featuring the Charizard. It's a really fun design, and I love how menacing he looks on this. This one, the one that comes with the basic ETBs like this, is more of a plastic coin. You can kind of compare it to the really fancy metal coin that we received in the Mega Charizard EX Ultimate Premium Collection. It's definitely much sturdier and heavier, but I love the design on both of them. Also included is another set of damage dice. What's really nice about these ones is I like how they've been kind of highlighting the 100 side to make it extra clear when you're playing the games. The full-size dice is the beautiful navy and cyan coloration of the box. Get a good look at that. All ETBs also come with a massive pack of energy to help you use to build out some new decks. Always nice to have extra energy. And last but certainly not least, they include a whopping 11 packs of Phantasmal Flame for us to open together. Yeah. Cannot wait to jump right in. So let's get started. Starting with pack number 1, featuring the Mega Charizard on the cover. Let's see who's hiding inside. Here's your first QR code of the evening. We always have to do our energy trick to the front. And we begin the night with a lovely dark energy. Starting this pack off with the adorable 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 I love the way they designed this, where he's just kind of doing a little dance on top of this bright neon sign in the city. It looks like this might be the entryway to the same fighting arena that the 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 card takes place in. He's trying to attract more people to it. We have a gorgeous 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 card up next. I love the design of this card. The flowers are just so gorgeous. I love how they really took the time to detail out all the little flowers, the petals. Beautiful. The artist on this is Winter Wonder, and I definitely recognize that name. I've called them out a couple sets beforehand too. I can't remember off the top of my head which cards they did though. We have an adorable Boltund up next, dashing his way down the mountainous path. I love that they put this little out of focus leaf right there that is kind of like swooshing in the wind as he rushes by. We have an adorable bunny Harry frolicking in the field of wildflowers. She just looks so soft and squishy. Just want to give her a little pat. So cute. second reverse hollow, we have an adorable snubble. The snubble is seen here laying in a very cozy looking patch of flowers, and he looks a little bit annoyed that you have disturbed his nap. For our first rare of the evening, we have the 𝓔𝓐𝓐, who is the evolved form of 𝓔𝓐𝓐, the little monkey trend. I actually don't think I've pulled any of him yet, so this is very cool. He is seen here swinging through the urban trees, with his fist out reaching towards you. Very fun. They live on large trees. They are said to communicate by connecting their tails to those of others. And nice and sleeved up. We have our snubble. And our lovely hunter. Tap, tap, tap. Moving on to pack number 2. This pack features a mega hair across on the front. Here is your second QR code of the evening. We have more cars racing down my street. And for our energy card, we have a fighting energy. Fight. To start us off, we have the adorable Milkery. I love that she's just kind of floating amongst this really delicious looking picnic spread. There's like a little cake with a strawberry on top and a beautiful parfait. Looks like some sort of pie behind there and some sugar cubes. Looks like it is a fantastic party. We have a sneaky Smeargle up next. Looks like he is quietly climbing these staircases away after maybe causing a little bit of mischief and painting on the walls downstairs. is very useful because she lets you search your deck for a basic Pokemon, a stage 1 Pokemon, and a stage 2 Pokemon to add to your hand. We have a Lady Crocodile up next. I have so many crocodiles and 𝓔𝓭𝓐𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼s now because I did 3 nights of pre-release for Phantasmal Flames, and all 3 of them I got the same Toxtricity deck, which featured these guys. So if you guys need any extra, I have plenty. For the first reverse hollow of this pack, we have a gorgeous 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭. 𝓔𝓺𝓻 is one of the evolved forms of 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓲𝓵. He is the sword version. And it's seen here featuring some beautiful fiery blades. I love how the grass in the foreground is like silhouetted, which really makes the flame on his sword beautiful. Oh, this is a new one for me. We have a new stadium card up next, the Dizzying Valley. Very cool. We see these like massive columns of rock and a little pathway in between, but there's a very ominous mist and stormy clouds above. I like how they're like slightly curved in, which does definitely give a dizzying effect. This stadium reads, "Confused Pokemon, both yours and your opponents, don't recover from that special condition when they evolve or devolve." Very cool. And for our next rare, we have the Flygon. One of the other Build-A-Battle decks featured this card, and he has a very interesting ability called Sunday Flapping, which reads, "Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may use the ability, and if he's in the active you may also use it if he's in the active spot and knocked out, so you get to use it twice." What it does is it lets you discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. So it's another like card milling type card. Very cool. Because for those of you that don't play the game, if you run out of cards in your deck, then you automatically lose on your first turn when you go to draw an empty card. I have our Dizzying Valley. And our 𝓔𝓺𝓻. Moving on to source of fire energy. Red hot fire. We start off with another adorable 𝓔𝓵𝓻𝓭. There's like some street racing going on my street. I apologize for the disturbing background noises. When it's in trouble, it curls up into a ball and makes its fur spikes stand on end, and then discharges electricity indiscriminately. Next up is the lovely 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭, who is the evolved form of 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭. I love the design of this. He really pops in the foreground because of the beautiful, like, light pink background that is going on. It's like a little beautiful sunset scene behind him. So pretty. Splashing his way in the Arctic, we have a lovely seal up next. So cute. I always love seal. He looks like he is in a very playful mood and is ready to swim around. Following the seal, we have a lovely little oddish sitting on what I think is a bench. It's a little hard to tell because, like, this looks like this would be the edge of the bench, but there's no backing to it. I'm not really sure. He's so cute. Although he does look a little bit nervous at night. We have a lovely little 𓓔𝓵𝓻𝓭 up next, soaring his way through the treetops, creating a very strong magnetic field around his hands. To go with the 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓭 that we found earlier, we have its evolved form, 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓻𝓿. He is looking very pumped up and running through this kind of like deserty, charred landscape. The trees look like they're almost made of ash as the heat from him swooshes by them. Next up is 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓼𝓸𝓻𝓲𝓮𝓼. He is seen here rushing through a canyon at high speeds and will run over anything in his way. Oh, nice. For our first reverse hollow, we have the �𝓪𝓻𝓵𝓼𝓸𝓻𝓲 card. 𝓔𝓪𝓻𝓵𝓼 is the evolved form of 𝓔𝓺𝓻, and he has a very cool ability called Sinister Surge, which reads, once during your turn, you may use this ability and search your deck for a basic dark energy card and attach it to one of your benched dark Pokemon. However, if you do this, you must place 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. For our next reverse hollow, we have the Bramble-Ghost, our psychic tumbleweed friend. is designed by one of my favorite artists, 𝓔𝓭 and he always has just a very detailed art design to his cards. We have a mischievous looking 𝓔𝓺𝓻 up next. Our fly scorpion friend. He is seen here hovering down a spirally staircase to what looks like the entryway to that same battle arena. I love how all the sets kind of like take place in the same city and location, and I always wonder if they like kind of give the artist the directive of like all these cool neon signs and kind of like a art direction for the whole feel of the set. Oh, this is the new one. We have a lovely little 𝓔𝓺𝓻 up next. She's seen here looking like she is singing in a lovely little pond surrounded by so many beautiful flowers floating in the water. Oh, that's so pretty. Beautiful. Oh, that's a fun card. We have a new item card up next, the Jumbo Ice Cream. That is amazing. I love how it's like this tiny little cone and a massive amount of soft serve on top. That is the correct amount of ice cream to cone ratio. This Jumbo Ice Cream card lets you heal 80 damage from your active Pokemon that has 3 or more energy attached. That does seem very specific though, and a little bit difficult to set up. To go with that 𝓔𝓺𝓻 we just found, we have its evolved form, the 𝓔𝓺𝓻, who I still think looks like a vampire in this image, because he has like the very pointy ears and the cape-looking wings and the sharp teeth. There's even a full moon in the background. I mean, that is like a Dracula Pokemon in my opinion. Oh, nice. For our first reverse hollow, we have the adorable Charmander. This Charmander is seen hanging outside of a little lava pool behind him. This kind of reminds me actually of Pokemon Snap. This looks like where you would find the fiery Pokemon. Oh, I just love how excited he looks. He's just such a happy little Charmander. I love it. For our next reverse hollow, we have a 𝓔𝓺𝓻. He's so cute. I don't think I've gotten this one yet either. I've always loved how like spiky his fur actually is. He's like a spiky raccoon. He is seen here leaping out of the tall grass and ready to surprise you. And we have a Mega Evolution card, and based on the coloring, oh, actually, yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious. This is legit my like 5th Mega 𝓒𝓶𝓭 card. I've gotten swimming lumbre that we found earlier. We have its evolved form, the 𝓒𝓼𝓻𝓭, rushing through a field of grass at high speeds. I love how the background is just like this giant blur, which really adds the effect of how fast he's running. So fun. This card is awesome if you play a dark deck. This is a new supporter called Grimsley's Move, which lets you look at the top 7 cards of your deck and put a dark Pokemon you find there onto your bench. And it's incredible because it doesn't specify a basic Pokemon. So like you could literally play this if you go turn 2 on first turn and just pull stage 2 dark Pokemon and put it into play on your bench. It was very OP in my build and battle decks. We have a lovely Alchemy up next. Alchemy is the evolved form of Milcery, and it looks like she is enjoying the same picnic that the Milcery was at. You can get a better view of the little strawberry cake slice here, and this one features like a little cup of tea in the foreground, as well as a lovely little basket of flowers, and hopefully some bread. Very cool. For our first reverse hollow, we have the cute little Nimble. This Nimble is designed by the classic Yuko Mori. You can always tell her cards because she designs the actual Pokemon out of like clay or sculpting, and it's always like perfect. And she places that in a very realistic environment to photograph it. So cool. And for our next reverse hollow, we have a seal. The seal card features a bubble drain attack, which deals 20 damage to your opponent and heals 20 damage off of the seal. Nice. And, oh, fun. I didn't even know that I guess we saw Oddish before, so that would make sense that 𝓔𝓚𝓻𝓭 are in here. We have a Vileplume for a rare card. This is like the happiest looking Vileplume I've ever seen. Oh, I love it. She's just like dancing happily on this big patchy grass outside of a river. It is surrounded by beautiful dandelion poofs flying everywhere. Oh, I love this card. She's so cute. The description reads, the bud bursts into bloom with a bang. It then starts scattering allergenic poisonous pollen. Oh no. But she's so happy looking. Our adorable Vileplume. Cute little seal. Tap, tap, tap. there's lots of pipes and falling apart signs. It's fun. We have a cute little 𝓒𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼𝓼 up next. 𝓒𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼. Trying to look intimidating, but is just kind of adorable. The 𝓒𝓬𝓬 is the basic form of the 𝓒𝓫tricity that we found earlier. We have another beautiful loaded card up next. I know that this is technically supposed to be like its beak, I believe, but I always see this card and think it's a mustache. The leaf on its head is naturally dirt repellent and will stay clean even after transporting Pokemon that are covered in mud. That's very handy. We have an Eternatus up next, zooping his way through a very destructive looking battlefield. It's interesting because it's like a completely different area than the majority of the cards in the set that take place more like in a grungy city. We have a non-holo version of the Dizzy Valley Stadium card. It is an interesting card, but I feel like there's very few decks that actually use the confusion status frequently, so I don't know how much play this is really going to see. We have another alchemy. Desserts that alchemy have decorated with their cream have a rich, sweet flavor and bring happiness to all who eat them. Adorable. For our first holo, we have a Trapinch. This Trapinch looks like he just finished coming down these little staircases in this back alley. There's a little pipe coming around the corner and a lot of big cracks in the ground. Looks like it has not been renovated in a while. For our next reverse holo, we have the Sacred Charm tool. We actually got the full art of this the other night in our Charizard, our premium collection box. The Sacred Charm says the Pokemon this card is attached to take 30 less damage from attacks. But it only does it if your opponent's Pokemon has an ability. That's definitely a little bit of fine print to make sure you read. And for our rare card of this pack, we have the Reshiram, who always looks magnificent, even if it's just a regular rare card. Love the art on this. Beautiful. Love all this swirling energy all around and the beautiful god rays behind him. But he definitely feels very menacing with his giant foot claw. Reshiram. We have our Sacred Charm. And our Trapinch. Psychic energy. First up, we have a non-hollow version of the Charmander. This Charmander features the ability Agile, which reads, if this Pokemon has no energy attached to it, then it has no retreat cost. Which is very handy because he currently takes 2 energy to retreat, which is a lot for a basic Pokemon. We have the lovely Nimble up next. It has its 3rd set of legs folded up. When it's in a tough spot, this Pokemon jumps over 30 feet using the strength of its legs. Following the Nimble, we have another mystery. Yes. This Pokemon startles people in the middle of the night. It gathers fear as an energy. Oh. Next up, we have another one of my favorite arts actually in this set because it's designed by another favorite artist of mine, 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼. This card features the 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓬𝓬𝓮, and I just love the design of this card. Just like the colorful details in the background, like this whole like mountainous area. It looks like it's almost made of crystal in the way that it's like very bright and reflective, but has like beautiful colorful shimmers to it. Oh, I love it. There's like this crazy comet storm going on in the background. So fun. Such a cool card. I wish this was a full art. We have a lovely Hunter next. It likes to lurk in the dark and shoulders with a gaseous hand. Its touch causes endless shuddering. Next up, we have another fantastic stadium card, the Battle Cage. Ding, ding, ding. This battle cage prevents all damage counters from being placed on benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, by effects of attacks and abilities from the opponent's Pokemon. Interesting. So I wonder if your own Pokemon do damage to your benched Pokemon, it actually will still do it. Interesting. I might have to look into that. We have a Granbull up next. Granbull. Granbull is the evolved form of the little Snubbull that we found earlier, and is seen here racing his way through the forest, ready to knock something out. His arm is like raised, ready to punch. Oh, fun. For our first reverse hollow, we have the Vileplume. Beautiful. The Vileplume features 2 attacks, Pollen Bomb and Lively Flower. The Pollen Bomb does 30 damage and puts your opponent to asleep while also poisoning them. That's pretty cool, especially for only 1 energy. The Lively Flower does 60 damage, and if he was healed during this turn, it does an additional 120 damage. Oh, very cool. It actually might be one of the few times where the Arven's cards would come in handy, like the Arven Sandwich. just love the detail that he always puts into his cards. He uses like such thin, scratchy lines to detail out a lot of the elements. Beautiful. These little like bright flowers in the foreground. I love how these little log kind of flinging behind him. So pretty. We have an absol next. I'm actually surprised they put the Mega Absol in the original Mega Evolutions if they were printing the basic version of it here. That's okay. I also do love the background of this one because it's a very stormy night with little lightning flashes in the sky and ominous thunder clouds behind him. Beautiful. We have another mighty Mamoswine up next. Mamoswine. A frozen Mamoswine was dug from ice dating back 10,000 years. This Pokemon has been around a long time. We have another lovely sacred charm tool. I love the little like green tie-dye effect that they used for the background of this card. Oh, fun. Next up, we have the evolved form of the 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓭 𝓐𝓬𝓬𝓮𝓼𝓼. He's looking very feisty as he leaps off from a tree and is like falling towards us, mouth wide and his claws ready to slash, slash, slash. Very fun. Our first solo, we have the Palmy. The Palmy features 2 attacks, Growl and Tiny Charge. I love that. The Tiny Charge only does 10 damage. So cute. Oh, nice. We got an illustration rare of 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭. Oh, he's so adorable. I love how there's this one that's just like very cozy and curled up into a little ball sleeping under this giant tree trunk. And his friend is kind of like peeking over the grass very curiously. Oh, that's so fun. I love this like giant tree behind him too that has this like little hole there. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭. And for our rare card, we have the Genesect. Looks very intense. It's like a robot bug. This Pokemon existed 300 million years ago. Team Plasma altered it and attached a cannon to its back. Oh no. Wonder how like old the world is that all the Pokemon take in, because 300 million is pretty far back compared to the Mamoswine. We have our gorgeous 𝓒𝓪𝓻𝓭. Ah, I love him. So cute. And our little Palmy. Well, we are down to packet number 9, which, if this was a normal ETB, murky looking lake. Looks like there's a lot of algae in this water. Oh, fun. We have a Charmeleon up next. I still love that he's like mid blowing out his fireball in his mouth. It's like about to burst out, but a second before it does. Which goes well with his steady fire breathing attack. We have an adorable Swinub up next. Swinub, Swinub, Swinub. This Swinub is seen here climbing down a little set of stairs outside of a lovely little brick building. He does look like he needs a little bit of a break now. We have another lovely Milky up next. The more sweet aromas it absorbs, the more its body swells. Milky will deflate when its energy level drops. Poor Milky. Then we have another very cool new tool, the Punk Helmet. This is a very useful item for dark attacks as well, because it reads the dark Pokemon this is attached to. If he's in the active spot and is damaged by an attack, then you get to place 4 damage counters onto the attacking Pokemon. Very fun. We have another gorgeous 𝓔𝓺𝓻 up next. The fiery blades on its arm burn fiercely with the lingering resentment of a sword wielder who fell before accomplishing their goal. Oh no. We have a jumpy little 𝓔𝓺𝓻 up next. He looks like you just like really surprised him from behind and he just leapt into the air out of shock. The 𝓔𝓺𝓻 is also very useful for dark decks because of his ability Excited Power, which reads, if you have any dark Mega Evolution Pokemon in play, then attacks used by this Pokemon do an additional 120 more damage to your opponents. Very fun. For our first Reversallo, we have the Lombre. It's interesting that he has the Mega Drain attack, but it only does 30 damage. I feel like that's not doing Mega Drain justice. It should be at least like 50 damage. For our next Reversallo is the Piplup. It's still so cute. A poor walker, it often falls down. Oh no. However, its strong pride makes it puff up its chest without a care. And for our rare card, we have a Moltres. Seen here with a beautiful swirling flame all around her. It's looking very feisty. There are stories of this Pokemon using its radiant flame-cloaked wings to light up paths for those lost in the mountains. That's so nice of it. Moltres. We have our adorable Piplup. it is a cowardly Pokemon. It growls eagerly in order to hide its fear from its opponents. This is a new one, tight. We have the Apom. I love how he's doing like parkour through the rooftops of this little tropical city. There's these giant palm trees behind him. It's fun because it like feels like a different city again from like the majority of the cards in the set. It's much brighter and happier. We have a Ghastly up next, peeking out through the storm drain. It wraps its opponent in its gas-like body, slowly weakening its prey by poisoning it through the skin. Oh, nice. We have another new one, the 𝓔𝓵𝓻. Oh, this is fun. I love how like she's really far in the foreground and there's like all these other ones kind of following behind it and a huge city off in the distance. I also love that he's just described as a big boss Pokemon. That is a fantastic description. I want to know who comes up with those. We have a new item card up next, the Blue Torch. You can use this card only if you discard a basic fire energy from your hand. Discard a Pokemon tool or special energy card from one of your opponent's Pokemons, or discard a stadium in play. Oh, another fun new one. We have a beautiful Cresselia. Oh, I love the art on this. There's this massive like sliver of a moon in the background, and the way like all the air around her is very mystical feeling. Oh, I love it. There's all these beautiful little sprinkles everywhere too. Cresselia. For our first reverse hollow of the pack, we have another 𝓒𝓼𝓻𝓭 This 𝓒𝓼𝓻𝓭 features two attacks, the Raging Charge and Double Edge. The Raging Charge does 40 damage for each of your Pokemon that has Tauros in its name, that has any damage counters on it. Oh, fun. The Double Edge does 70 damage, but also does 20 damage to itself. For our next reverse hollow, we have a Fire Breather. This is actually the first one we've gotten of this one. The Fire Breather lets you search your deck for up to 7 basic fire energy cards and add them into your hand. That is insane. Like, ridiculous. It is also very necessary for, I can't remember which Pokemon it was. It was one of the 4 decks for the build-in battles, where you could only use this attack if you discarded like 4 fire energy from your hand. So he was definitely necessary for that deck. And oh, nice. Oh, we have a Mismagius EX up next. Very cool. Oh, she's so pretty. I love it. This Mismagius EX has the ability Swirling Peruse, which reads, as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, whenever your opponent's active Pokemon moves to the bench during their turn, then the new active Pokemon is now confused. its sleeve. Well, friends, we are down to the final pack of our ETB. This pack features the 𝓔𝓼𝓼𝓸𝓼. Let's see if we have some good last pack magic. Here's your final QR code of the night. To one energy to the front. And we end the night with a metal energy. First off, we have the 𝓔𝓼𝓻𝓭. Seen here during a giant sandstorm. It looks like the wind is blowing all the trees behind him and the sand everywhere. But he is not fazed. We have another sleepy looking 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓲𝓾𝓲. It prefers waterfronts with plentiful food. It became nocturnal, so it wouldn't have to compete for food with bird Pokemon. Interesting. We have another adorable 𝓔𝓺𝓻 up next. This Pokemon lives in arid deserts. It patiently awaits prey inside its funnel-shaped nest. Following the 𝓔𝓺𝓻, we have another adorable 𝓔𝓺𝓾𝓬𝓬𝓮. A Pokemon with abundant curiosity. It shows an interest in everything, so it always zigzags. Oh, that's adorable. We have another elegant Cresselia up next. Shiny particles are released from its wings like a veil. It is said to represent the crescent moon. We have another very useful Dawn card. The full art of the Dawn card is also really cool, and would love to get that one too. We have another adorable wiggly duff. I love that he has the seismic toss attack that deals a whopping 100 damage, because he does not look like a Pokemon that could just toss you. It's so fun. Our first reverse hollow of the set, we have a 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓻. The 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓻 features a Blaze Ball attack, which does 40 damage plus an additional 40 for each fire energy attached to the 𝓔𝓺𝓻𝓻. Oh, it's a new one too. We have an adorable Jigglypuff up next. Jigglypuff. She is seen here hanging on the edge of a very thin branch so much for spending some time with me this evening. I hope you have